Round 2 Atlanta, the ladies are coming back. That's right. JamiThatsMe, Bondi Blue, and Nene Dixon will be in Atlanta for the second time to host the Ooh Ladies First podcast live show. Okay, so make sure that you guys are in the building September 26th. You heard me, September 26th. You can find all the details at the Eventbrite link that will be listed down below in the comments as well as the description. So go ahead, snag up your tickets, honey, before it ain't no more. Can't wait to see you guys in September. And let me say this. Ain't nobody saying that Shamia is innocent. Ain't nobody saying Shamia is innocent. But what I am saying is that Angela S. is a liar. And the play that she had for somebody else ended up playing her ass. Just like last year. Uh-huh. Right back. We can spend, then get it right back, man. She just gotta want all of that. So that's why I bought. Woo, child, we here. Well, I feel like I haven't been live in so long. Maybe I haven't. What's going on, y'all? What's up, everybody? Listen, we here to get into a few things over here. Talk about these ladies of the Housewives real fast, like, okay? Make sure you coming into the video and you liking it. Because you're going to like it anyway, because that's just how you is. So if you're going to like it, you might as well like it. Period, okay? Got to talk about this episode. I thought it was a funny episode. You know what? I have to get this real quick. Hold on. I have to pull it up. Okay. I'm not going to do it. I was just thinking about it. No, I'm going to do it because I got to have this. Let me see something here because, baby, this was my mood. This whole goddamn, like, where? Yeah, I'm going to need that. I'm going to need that. I'm going to need that right there because, baby, when I tell y'all, this was my mood the whole damn time. The whole time, this was like, girl. Yes, I was laughing my ass off this entire damn show. It was comical as hell. Okay. Let's see. Let me make sure I get my stuff together over here on my end, child. Give me a second so we could get into some things. All right. Period. So the ladies are headed to Scotland. Now, I will say I hate that everybody wore their good damn clothes, their good damn furs. I feel a way about that. I said through Atlanta airport. When I saw Porsha going down the escalator with that fur, I said, no, you don't got your fur touching that escalator handle. No, you don't. I felt a way about it. I felt like the only person that was really dressed to go to the airport and take this long ass drive to where the hell y'all gonna be staying at was Pinky. Pinky was the only person that was dressed appropriately for me. Everybody else trying to do it up, got these furs on, trying to know we the housewives coming through. Go put that sweatsuit on with a little piece of sparkle here and there. I'm gonna put my good clothes through this. Hell no. And I gotta go through TSA and all this and that or however. No. But it was what it was. So Pinky lets everyone know that Shamia was picked for the role. So they get to the house, they looking around, Phaedra and Porsha over there looking at the rooms and stuff. Now, it was a point where Phaedra did say, she said something like, oh, we gotta, was it Phaedra or was it Porsha? One of the two said that they need to mix it up and put people that don't like each other near each other. Girl, they was messy as hell for putting Shamia and Angela right there next to each other. But either way, Pinky lets the ladies know that Shamia was picked for that role. And Kelly tells the ladies about not filming with her daughters, okay? And everything that's going on with her legal situation for the most part, right? She did highlight Shamia for allowing her to live in the investment property, her, the family, the dogs, the damn turtles and stuff. Shout out to Shamia for being a good friend. Okay. Cynthia does offer the support to her, letting her, and you know what's so crazy? And I'm going to do my best to just not, I'm going to try, because these ladies really they really irked me. Okay. It was the immediate offering of support to Kelly. And I'm going to say this, just like I said last year, and the people who felt the way when I said this last year, even though it's two different things, you know, and then now this season, y'all starting to see, at least this past episode, when I felt like Angela did this herself. But let me get on you for a little bit, Cynthia. I just feel like it's a scheme that y'all set up, Miss Core for Drew. It was a scheme that y'all set up to come to Shamia with the bullshit, just a piece. That's how I feel about it. Because it's the immediate support right out. And keep in mind now, some of the ladies may be justified in not supporting Shamia, but Cynthia has no issue with Shamia. So for me, it was the immediate support that you had for Kelly and her situation. But when somebody is actively spewing lies about somebody else that you claim you don't have an issue with, you ain't saying nothing, but you got a lot to say in that confessional, though. You had a lot to say in that confessional, but not once did you stick that neck out and call Angela out. And nobody's gonna convince me that they don't got some, like, it's not a scheme that they set up. Mm-hmm. I didn't like that. But Kelly tells her, thank you. I appreciate that. But you know, it's kind of hard to be vulnerable in this group because the moment that y'all learn some information about somebody, y'all turn around when things are not going so well, you throw it up in their damn face. So I don't know how vulnerable I really want to be with you guys, you know? And then Angela, here she go with her first lie on this episode. Her first lie said, no, that's not true. That's not, like, I am the most least represented here and the least supported. Oh, you are? Shamia said, girl, stop lying. She said, who support me? Her, that girl right there. Her, Drew. Drew says, I mean, yeah, I may advocate for her sometimes, you know? Yeah, I mean, we may do that for each other when we feel that it's necessary. Well, guess what, Drew? As much as I love you, it's not always necessary. And I think it's very interesting that you will refer to it as advocating versus lapdogging. Because y'all a fucking mess down to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay? Kelly brings up the Williams-Sonoma event to let Angela know, you know, when that dude came into that event and he said all he said, you know, I immediately had him escorted out. Immediately, like, I protected you. And Angela was like, well, wait a minute, BIT, because no, you didn't. All right? Not if you're going to turn around and say that I had something to do with it. And to say that I had something to do with it is blasphemy. Is it? Is it, girl? Well, that's so funny to me. This episode was the funniest shit ever. It was just such a great episode. Like, I feel like Black China Mama. You played yourself. So Angela, she's saying that it's blasphemy. So Shamia and Angela pretty much get into it over Angela coming outside at Nashville or during Nashville or whatever and saying something about, oh, you kept saying F Charles, F Charles. Now, I wasn't really understanding where Shamia was coming from, trying to relate Angela coming out of the house saying F Charles to why she would plot on herself with the guy. I wasn't sure of what she was connecting it to because she said, well, people would think that you did do that based on how you came outside at the Charles thing. And I'm like, no, Shamia, you do know that those are two different things. She came outside because she was eavesdropping, right? She heard y'all mention her husband. I felt like she had a right to come downstairs and say something to y'all. Okay. And Angela said, well, what did you say? And then Shamia was like, well, I don't know you. You know, I've seen Charles around, whatever the case was, whoop de whoop. So I don't know what Shamia was doing with connecting that. All right. But either way, um, Shamia asked Angela about why she feels the need to investigate her, though. And Shamia been waiting to put this out. All right. Why you feel the need to investigate me? She said, two people approached me at my job. So Angela does this thing to me that, in my opinion, I'm going to start to feel like she's always lying. Okay. She did this. It's a, it's a, this little scoff thing she does and kind of turn her head or something. It's like she always does this subtle laugh before she get to running her damn mouth. And I'm starting to look at it a little differently now. So she scoffs and then she like turn her heads or whatever. And I say, yeah, you trying to come up with your next lie to come back what she finna say because she finna expose your ass. Let's go. So then she tells Shamia, this is a figment of your imagination. Oh, it's a figment, is it? Of her imagination? But it wasn't a figment of your imagination when you sat up there and said that Phaedra friend came up to you over there at the NBA event, talk about some, yeah, I'm Phaedra friend. I'm the one with the hands. So it's not, so was it a figment of your, we trying to figure it out. Which one was it, girl? Remember that lie you had told and Phaedra told another one back to you talking about she had them tapes pulled? Okay, trying to pull your card, but the person that ended up pulling your card was a lady on the damn phone with your ass. I'm on the floor. Let's keep going. So Porsha and Phaedra, they come in like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on is these likes. The likes ain't liking, but they like continuing to watch. What's happening? That's what's going on. The likes ain't liking. And you know we like for the likes to match. Mm. Well, if they could just get my likes up. I mean, I ain't asked for, I mean, it's free. It's just a little piece. I ain't even asked for a whole lot, girl. Mm-hmm. So Porsha and Phaedra come in there. Shamia says this lady going around asking anyone I'm in photos with to give her information about me. So Phaedra want to know, who is they? Who is this they that you speak of? Shamia said, I'm not even interested in even naming the people. It's not, I don't want to do that. Angela slips up, y'all, and she says the guy's name. What made me feel like she said she slipped up was when Porsha said Joyce, and Angela turned her head. She scoffs again. She laughs. She turned her head and she's like, I said George or whatever. And to me, it was in that moment that she realized, fuck, I done said the name. Because didn't you just sit up here and say it was a figment of her imagination? Didn't you sit up here and say it was a figment of this girl's imagination? And then now you done told on yourself and you done said the name that Shamia wouldn't even say? Baby, I fell out. Where is my meme at? Hollering. That's crazy. So she says the guy's name. And she says that when she spoke to her neighbor, she asked if she could mention Shamia. Now, why the fuck would you ask your neighbor that? Angela says that she asked the wife if she brings up Shamia, would that offend you? And now, why would that be offending her? That's interesting. So you are starting to insinuate something about this lady. And what it sounds like to me is you was trying to see if that lady was in on the plot, the scheme, the play that you was getting ready to bring the Real Housewives of Atlanta against Shamia. Damn, you don't like Shamia that bad? And then everybody up here like acting like Shamia, like we treat Shamia like she a victim. No, that's not what that is. It's calling out Angela's fuck for the past few weeks. And not just hers, everybody else's. That's crazy. Nobody's saying that lady right about anything. She's innocent. Shamia definitely has her SHI that she has to be held accountable for. But you can't act like it's not giving a dog pile. Even the lady sitting in the damn situation. Okay, Michelle is saying that, okay, y'all doing too damn much now. Okay, piling on this one, like y'all doing too much. It's because they had a scheme that they all set up to come to Shamia with the bullshit. And I'm gonna say this now so I don't forget. There was a scene years ago when Kandi was on the show and Nene was on the outs. And I remember, I don't know if this was at the reunion. I feel like it could have been when they was in a hotel. I'm not sure. I think it was the same season when Porsha lied to Nene's face saying, it's been so hard without you. And Kandi looking confused because she knew that Porsha sent the text message about icing Nene out in so many words, making Nene feel isolated or whatever the case is. And what's so interesting is the fact that so many people, because I know y'all ready to say that I hate Porsha, so girl, believe whatever the fuck you want to believe. I don't care. However, so many people have said this same shit about Porsha doing stuff behind the scenes. Nene has called her out. Marlo has called her out. Kandi has called her ass out. And then now here we are. And you want me to believe that it's too far-fetched that she didn't say something to these goddamn ladies when it came to Shamia, but then get on camera and act like, oh, I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't saying shit. I ain't. La, la. la la. And some part of it, I don't fault her for not saying shit in the scenes though. I don't. When she got up and walked off at Cynthia, I want to say, Nene, I'm gone. Bye. But I do feel like she's aware. She know what the hell going on. Child. And it's possible that I'll give you the other alternative of maybe Porsha did say that. She damn sure she not stopping it. Not that she has to, but it's not looking good. It's like that's what she wants. It seems like Angela is doing this to get in the good graces. The very shit people try to say about Shamia, y'all not looking at that with Angela? Trying to be in the good graces of a Porsha and a damn Phaedra, honey. That's why she was pacing in that fucking room back and forth. But either way, I feel like Porsha got a hand in it based on the history. I do. But let's keep going. Right? Angela then says, girl, you know, I'm not gonna say it, and then she's like, I'll hurt your feelings. How you gonna hurt my feelings about some information that ain't actual factual? But I can hurt yours. Like, what? So then she said, girl, did you fuck George? Did you fuck George? So Shamia says, unlike you, I don't have to fuck to get to the top. I know that's right. Chewed her up with that simple line. Angela says, he said he had to pay you. You knew he was talking about a donation, though. You look so good that I had to pay her. I'm questioning, you lie so much, I'm questioning if he even said that. Okay? But you knew. You knew it was about a donation, and you tried to flip it. Porsha tells Shamia that she was getting very defensive. And it pisses me off a bit because it takes me back to the moment when Cynthia sat in Shamia's face and said, do you think that what you have going on at home is the reason why you're coming at people like this, making it seem like she's coming at everybody? And she's not. She's literally responding to the shit that y'all have given her. Did she do too much last season? Hell yeah, she did. She did the fucking most. And you slick look dumb as hell doing all of that, and you ain't even friends with that lady right now. Or ever. Like, you look stupid, and I hope that you learned the lesson from that. However, nobody is going to sit up here on this show and allow somebody to talk and say whatever the hell it is they want to say to them and they not get back with them. And I feel like that's what Shamia has been doing. And then for you, Cynthia, to sit in her face and try to use her personal family situation as a reason to why she's reacting this way and not acknowledging. It's the lack of acknowledgement for me that this lady is responding to what the hell is being given to her. Then you come to her house, sit down, talk to the lady, and then still justify and support Angela. Well, Angela didn't say that you showed up like that. Angela said that you showed up like this. Girl, what? And then you got Porsha, you're getting very defensive, and I would have said, and you motherfucking right. You motherfucking right, I am. Because ain't no hope finna come up here and think that she finna put some lies on me and I'm not digging at it. That's what you talking about. And you want to talk about being defensive. Weren't you damn near defensive and physical? With Kelly, when she said that you fucked every African in Atlanta? Were you not? Be very clear about it. So don't tell me nothing about being defensive. And you, my dear, have shown yourself to be extremely defensive on this show and your own multiple times. So you can't tell me a fuck ass thing about defensive. And you might want to shut the fuck up talking to me because I'm finna get defensive with your ass. And be very clear. Okay? That's when I really feel like Shamia should have laid into Porsha. Say, okay, Shamia, you're being very defensive. And Slick, Porsha been trying Shamia ass. And I really feel like there was a conversation that was had last time they got into it. And they about agreed to not say shit to each other about each other, whatever it is. But Porsha has slick been trying your ass. Just like she tried to put something when y'all were back in Nashville. Not Nashville, but Texas. And she had put something when Angela wanted to believe that you was in K. Michelle's ear. She brought you up then, saying that you said something at the table when you were talking about Drew, whatever it was. She tried to make it seem like you had something to do with that. Oh no, love. She been trying you. So when Shamia lay into her ass at the, next week or whenever the week is, I feel no ways. I feel no ways. It's been a build up. I feel like she's been trying to be like demure a bit respectful. And I think you need to get with her. And I think that Shamia doesn't, out of hope that the friendship would go back to where it once was, right? But F all that. Fuck all that. Getting her ass. Period. She said something about like, don't, this is Shamia. She's like, don't say that I'm like dividing the group or whatever. I think she was saying that about Angela. Angela trying to say that I'm dividing the group. Like, don't say that. And then Cynthia says, you know what, we all have felt that way. And I'm like, how? How is she dividing the group when y'all have made an assumption and pushed y'all own narrative and put that off on her? Like she telling Kay not to be friends with y'all or not do this or not do that. How is that the case? So Cynthia says the ladies in your group, you know, they kind of go off your mood. You a motherfucking lie. But you know who mood you going off of? That lady right there. That lady right there. You're going off her mood. Talk about something when you're mad, you know, they're kind of mad. When you're not, they're not. Baby Pinky looked at her and said, I don't agree with this. And Kim Michelle shook her head. It's like, girl, now you talking out your ass. And then Cynthia gonna say, well, I think I'm saying that, bitch. When you talking to me, don't think about a fucking thing. You better know. Don't think about nothing. I'm gonna need you to know. Well, I think I'm saying that you too fucking big and grown for you to say that you think. Nah, I'm gonna need you to know, love. Stop lying. Okay? K. Michelle says, ain't no iron team. Ain't no iron team, but it is an idiot. And I'm not following these ladies. I'm not. And Shamia can't lead me nowhere but to the mall. I said, I know that's right. I know that's right. And I'm glad that you confirmed that, because since Shamia can't lead you nowhere to the mall, not only this is your second time debunking that whatever plot you felt that you knew or somebody came up and gave to you, which I feel like very possible, Shamia didn't have nothing to do with it. So you just confirmed that twice. Whether the people are going to hear you and put their dislike to the side, IDK. But I believe it. I believe she didn't do that. I believe she can't lead you nowhere. So Cynthia, and everybody on that side, which is so ironic, was just straight full of shit for me. And I said, damn, not y'all literally sitting kind of how y'all gonna be sitting at the reunion. Who did this seating table? Down to the Scotland. So K. Michelle says that if any of these girls were accused of sleeping with a married man, it would have been an issue. She not lying. I mean, we just saw Porsha having an issue so much so that she came to the front to create an issue and a lie on Kelly. And did Kelly like that? Kelly didn't like that. She didn't play about that. She clocked Porsha about that. Right? She says, but now that it's happening to Shamia, everybody want to brush it off. I said, you better talk. Girl, listen to me. Let me tell you something.
Y'all better focus because who cut?
I want
order.
I want order. Get her together. Let's keep going. So Shamia knows Kelly. I'm sorry, she shows Kelly a text, right? Shamia shows Kelly this text from George's wife in so many words, right? The wife said, hey girl, this is Ashley. And you know, I just want to let you know that Angela is lying, girl. I ain't never had said no stuff like that. I ain't never had said that y'all was messing around with each other and doing stuff like, girl, what? She tried to pull me in on a plot that she had going on and I wasn't going. Right? So in the preview shot, everybody was trying to talk the haters, okay? The Shamia haters. Y'all really fans, slick. But a lot of them was like, oh, Shamia acting scared of Angela and this and that and whoop de whoop. Shamia was never scared of Angela. How y'all watch her check this lady 2 or 3 times and didn't think that she afraid of her? No, she was whispering like the other ladies do. They whisper, especially since they finna get your ass, right? We really whispering when we finna expose them. And the exposure ain't gonna look as good if I'm loud and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody scared of that, bitch. Angela was just mad because she wanted to know. Angela was eavesdropping the whole time trying to see what she could hear. She heard a little piece about Ashley and this and that. She came to the door. Oh, you could call Ashley or whatever. So Shamia told her, get away from my door and close the door on her ass. I know that's right. Now, does that look like somebody that's afraid of Angela? No, ma'am. But let's keep going. So Shamia, at some point, you know, she talking to the ladies or whatever the case is. She thought about calling Ashley. I don't know if she did or didn't. But Angela go in the room, baby. At first, when Angela went into that room, Porsha and Phaedra went in there with Shamia. Angela's ass was pacing. I don't care what nobody say. That was a nervous walk. That was a damn, I'm trying to see what all they know. Like, what all does she know? Like, what did Ashley say? I'm trying to find out how much she told Shamia. Like, What's going on? Yeah, because you had concocted a damn scheme. Girl. Ooh, so then Shamia, she tells Porsha and Phaedra about what all took place, saying, when you put rumors out there, it takes people forever to forget that. Like, that can, like, follow you. And one thing I'm not finna play about is my motherfucking name. Now, I can play about a lot of stuff, and we could throw this and that back, but what you not finna do is play on my top when it comes to that. Because I don't work too hard. And I don't fault her for none of it. Right? So, Angela, like I said, pacing back and forth. Right? It's just that, and it's weird, right? Because you like Angela. A lot of us calling Angela out doesn't mean that we don't like her. Let me speak for myself. I like Angela. I like what Angela brings to the show. But Angela, I don't be liking when you be full of shit a lot. You know what I'm saying? It makes me think about your daughter. You be on so much bullshit. When you was sitting down with your daughter was finna expose your ass. Sit down with the daughter at the house when the son was upstairs eavesdropping. The daughter said, "You want me to tell you X, Y, and Z? You want me to tell you?" And Angela was like, "I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this." Why you brought her to the house then? You brought her to the house to have a conversation, but the conversation was only cool when you was calling your daughter out and saying certain shit. But when it's time to call your fucking ass out about something, now you don't want to have a conversation. Now we're going to have a conversation. You want to have a conversation on camera, don't you? Let's have it. And I don't care nothing about Angela pulling her daughter to the therapist, and they talking. The therapist is like, "Yeah, I agree. I feel like you should tell your siblings this and that." Fuck that. Okay? Because it was not an unbiased therapist. It was Angela's therapist. Now, if they would have saw a completely separate therapist that saw it and had to listen to both sides for the first time, maybe, and they said that, maybe I would agree. But to bring your biased ass therapist that knows you in and out from all the information that you've said and how you may have likely and potentially painted your daughter out to be the problem over yourself, fuck no. I don't believe none of that. She about wanting to clock your ass too. Just be lying, girl. But let's keep going. Porsha tells Angela that we're all agreeing to just leave it alone. I said, not we're all agreeing to leave it alone. That's the same shit that you kind of said to K. Michelle. Maybe it was some plots and schemes going on. She told me something because it's becoming too much. Why would you all need to leave it alone? Because it's becoming too much. Nah, it's only becoming too much now, Porsha, because Ashley then sat up there and hit Shamia with the facts. That's what happened. Now you want to leave something alone, but you wasn't willing to leave the shit alone that you supposedly learned about Kelly, saying that you are the receipt but never brought no facts or receipts to the front. Right? But now we're just gonna leave it alone. It's too much. It's too much. We're just gonna. Oh, okay. So Angela, like, I'm calling Ashley. Porsha was like, okay. She looked at the ground. Porsha was like, okay, do what you do then. So Ashley wore Angela's S out on that phone. Ashley said, Shamia said that you said that I told you that she had sex with George. Angela said, I did not say that. Your sister-in-law, baby cousin Tracy, she a goddamn lie. Ain't nobody say no shit like that. Hell no. If anything, we didn't even talk about sex. Flashback. So who you talking about? Who didn't talk about sex? You and her or you and Shamia? Because you definitely implied it. You said it to Shamia, but you also slick implied it with you implied it by saying, if I bring up Shamia, would you be offended? Like, why the hell would you even need to say that? Why would you even want to get that lady involved in the fuck shit y'all got going on, girl? Oh, she crazy. So then she says, if I implied that it didn't come from you. I said, yo, this lady full of shit, bruh. She's so full of shit. You are so full of it. Okay. And then Ashley gagged the shit out of Angela again. Again. She said, you pretty much want to know if I had any information on Shamia. And I told you that I didn't. Phaedra said, uh-oh. I don't know if y'all saw that leg. Phaedra kind of nudged Porsha on her butt. And then Porsha turned around and grabbed her hand like, yeah, bitch, but act calm, ho. The camera's in here, bitch. Act calm, ho. I ain't giving no reaction, bitch. You better not either. But Phaedra already gave a reaction. Phaedra was like, oh. I'm fucking love it because I do feel like they was a part of whatever the fuck went down with Shamia. Whether it was, hey, don't tell us what you're gonna do, but if you want to go after her ass, go after her, bitch. It was given, this whole episode gave to me whatever the text message shit that Kandi said that Porsha text them about Nene, Porsha text the core four or whoever about Shamia. That's what it's given. But don't tell me everything because I don't want to, I might fuck around and spill the tea. So like, da, da, da. Yeah, but I also feel like Phaedra in that moment was like, oh, bitch, so you did plot on me. So you is a motherfucking liar. Okay? I got you. All right. I feel like a realization came. I feel like Phaedra already knew that though. Like, girl, I did not do that. I did not do that. And I told y'all the reason why I felt like, I don't even remember what I said at the time about why she can't. No, I think I did say that one, Phaedra was one of the top dogs, once upon a time. Whether people like Phaedra or not, she got a strong following. Period. And then the other thing was she knew that she was one of the most hated women in the universe, which is weird because for every hater Phaedra has, she has a lot of motherfuckers that like her too. Right? So you thought you was gonna win the fans over. That's why you also kept going for Shamia too. Very interesting. That's why you plotted that scheme against Phaedra last season. And I think Phaedra was realizing that as well. I think she already knew that, but to watch your plot fizzle out right before their eyes, bitch, I would have laughed in Angela's face right then. So Phaedra and Porsha, I feel like they was playing in Angela's face because Porsha said something like, so who's sleeping with the husband or something like that? And then Angela said, I did. And Porsha said, oh, you said that. Oh, it was you. And then Phaedra, baby, when I tell you Phaedra and Porsha had me hollering this scene, baby, they had me hollering, okay? Because we gonna Phaedra in the back talk about some, yeah, she said it was something about the money. Porsha said, oh yeah, it was the money. The money. It was the money. Bitch, I fell out. I said, girl, I said, y'all better sit up here and let that down this sword by herself. Y'all better. Because that's exactly what was going on. Oh, nah, bitch, we gonna let you go down on this by yourself. This ain't got shit to do with us, okay? Now, it probably was a common goal in the beginning, but this, you got it. You got it. Oh, and then Porsha told me something, if you think that I'm going to give a reaction to this and that, I'm not going to say anything. Y'all going to have to use AI. Woo-de-woo. Mm-hmm. Okay, so anywho, it was so funny because I felt like Angela was caught red-handed, trying to concoct a scheme, only to play yourself in the end. Hilarious. All right. They get in the cars later on that day because they getting ready to go out to eat. And Angela talking about something. Bitch, she said, I'm glad I called Ashley because I just wanted the truth to prevail. Bitch, I know they heard a pin drop in their car. The way that Porsha and Phaedra said, mm-hmm. Okay, and Porsha, I think Porsha just was like, okay, girl. Woo, girl, you played the hell out yourself. So Angela, you looking crazy. The ladies letting you fall on that sword by yourself. So good luck, Kane. Cynthia says that she doesn't. I don't understand. I just don't understand why Angela would lie like that. Like, why would she do that? Like, I don't understand. Oh, you don't? I don't understand why you been going to bat for her ass so damn much. I don't understand why you won't call her ass out like you have done with Pinky and Shamia so many times. I don't understand either. Oh my. So now Angela wants to move the goalpost. Let's move it up. This didn't work. Let's pick this up. Let's put it over here. Shamia also said something about my daughter. She said something about my daughter, and I don't like what she said. Yeah, she told my daughter she was nicer than me, and she will hear from me about that. I fucking loved how Angela was scrambling this episode. Because if it wasn't for that phone call, because I had a 2-minute phone call with her. Shamia said, oh, 2 minutes, that's all it was. That's all you could get. 2 minutes. I fell out. But I love how she was scrambling. Because had the people not seen that and how she was moving the goalposts, they would have continued to say, Shamia acting like a victim. Ain't nobody doing that to her and this, that, and y'all would have just kept running y'all mouth, kept talking, kept saying whatever you saying. Now you're seeing, even though you actually seen it throughout the season, but because you don't like Shamia, okay? Or let me do what y'all do. Because you hate Shamia, okay? Because you hate Shamia, you didn't want to see it. It's been happening, but I'm so glad y'all got to see it all at once in one episode. So there's no confusion about it. So K Michelle and Shamia and Pinky are talking. Shamia didn't like that. Pinky brought up the situation, brought up the K Michelle situation over there at the Maggie event because she like, girl, I was already getting piled on. Like, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to pile on me too. That was a little shady. That was a little messy. I'm not gonna hold you. Okay, and then it's like, oh, y'all got some weird energy. She like, girl, what energy? I didn't even know I had an issue with her. We ain't got no issue at all, right? So Kay said, well, girl, you did hurt me though. And Shamia says, when you bring up my friends, it puts me in a defensive state. Right? She says, because you already know they ain't really rocking with you like that. So then Kay says, but you have brought them up before without me mentioning it. And I can believe that. At first I was like, nah, but no, I can believe that Shamia did bring them up. I can't say that Shamia has kept bringing them up, but I can see Shamia bringing it up at least once. And because K Michelle has gone around saying that a person keeps doing something that we've never seen them do, or either they've only done it once, and more so Drew, because Drew didn't even mean it like that. And she said it one time. And K Michelle's like, you keep doing this. This is what makes me feel like it makes me feel like K Michelle is exaggerating that Shamia keeps bringing up her friends. I don't believe that she keeps bringing them up, but I believe that she may have brought them up at least once. Okay, because that is the elephant in the room. I like you. I'm cool with you. I do hang with these ladies. I don't want you to ever think that I'm with them. I'm talking about you or anything like that. I'll keep you guys separate. I feel like that's a fair conversation to have if it went that way, right? So Kay says, don't act like you doing me a favor. Just be my real friend. But I feel like, Kay, you walk around like that too, though. You walk around, I don't know if Shamia did that, but you walk around like you're doing other people a favor too. That's what you do. But either way, Shamia immediately apologizes. Right? She says at the end of the day, K Michelle's like, I know that you have a good heart. So whatever it is cool. And also going back to Shamia's interview, when she was over there talking to Carlos, she talked about how she was getting ready to go hang out with Kandi and K Michelle wanted to go. And she's like, why would you want to go? Like, she's loyal to Rashida. She's not going to want to be around you like that. Now, I do believe that if Kandi was on this show, I think Kandi definitely, because I think Shamia said that Kandi likes K Michelle. She just keeps her distance out of respect for just not Rashida, but Kirk too, because she's friends with him as well. So I feel like if Kandi was on this show, she probably would be cool with Kay. She probably would have tried to mend the fences between both of the ladies over there on Speak On It. Who knows? Right? But yeah, I think she would hang with her. I don't think she would like fully isolate her. But right now, Kandi doesn't really have a reason to be around you. Kandi trying to figure out why the hell y'all even mentioning her name on the show when she ain't even on there no more. Angela. But let's keep going, honey. So they talk about being at some point, when they get there, they're chatting or whatever. The girls update, portion them, and say, "Oh, hey, me and K Michelle talk. We're good. We're straight. Whatever." And then I think Cynthia asked them about somebody being with a woman. I think Pinky was in a relationship with a woman. She said she don't know if she'll ever do that again or not. She said she grown, not married, but I'm grown, right? So at this point, I do kind of believe Angela with the lady in the basement. So it's like, are you talking to somebody else? Do you and your husband be on that type of time? Because like I said, you do give Kandi a little bit Pinky. All right? And I'm not even here to judge you because I really like Pinky. However, is there a woman in the basement? And the people was thinking the woman in the basement was for her husband the whole time. It was for Pinky. What's going on? So, Drew starts talking about what's going on with her and other women and her and Ralph getting in the bed with another woman and all of this stuff. But Drew, you also downplayed the connection that you had with Ty a year or so ago. And all I need from you, Drew, because I like you, girl. I just need you to remember your lies like you remember your lines and scene. I need you to get that together. Remember your lies like you remember your lines, girl. Anywho, she talks about her and Ralph. And I think she said that after they engaged in that sexual situation with the woman, she felt like that's when their marriage began to take a dip. Now, I'm wondering if the lady that was down there in Tampa was the other lady that was in the bed. Did he need another round of that? And then you start being in your head more and more and more, knowing that he took that trip down there to Tampa. Honey, that's crazy. I just don't ever think it's fair to bring somebody else into your bed if you guys, unless y'all are really solely in agreement with it and you know what's gonna come with it afterwards. Because it's really giving, if you want a woman to come in here, then a man must be able to come in this bitch too. Oh, the answer is no. Well, then the answer is no. Okay? When you do it, I do it just like that. When you move, I move just like that. Don't be asking me no favors if you ain't trying to give no favors. Shut up. K. Michelle talks about dating a woman. Lady end up taking her damn hairdresser and her coin. She said she don't want to be gay no. I'm like, hey, it don't matter if it's a man or a woman, they still will play you, girl. They still will take the money. Okay. At least you got a man that has a family business and he got money with or without you. So hopefully that works out. So, anywho, Drew brings up Shamia kissing Kandi. She's like, no, I never kissed Kandi, but I have kissed a girl before. I have not gone all the way with the girl, but I've kissed a girl before and I have not kissed Kandi. She said, oh, Porsha brought that up. I said, baby, y'all have been waiting bad for this blow up between Shamia and Porsha. And my God, will you guys get it? Y'all will get it. Hold on. Damn, Drew. And I think Drew knows that Shamia and Porsha not being friends really affects Shamia. That's why she does keep bringing it up. She keeps bringing up Porsha. But Drew, what else do you have going on, my love? What else do you have going on? So Angela told Pinky during the car ride that you feel like you're good with Shamia, but you got to watch the knife coming in from behind your back. No, that would be you, love. You stay projecting onto Shamia, and it's weird. She brings up her daughter. Angela says Shamia overstepped a boundary. Okay, girl, you want an apology? I was glad Shamia was like, I'm sorry for talking to your daughter. Like, what else is going on, girl? But you have yet to apologize to me for fucking lying on me, for plotting on me. And Slick, she wouldn't have got no fucking apology out of me. So I wouldn't have gave her nothing. You still being too nice. Why is you being nice? Why are you apologizing to this lady? This lady just sat up here and lied on you. Girl, go ask your daughter what I said. Me and my daughter going through a lot. I don't give a fuck what y'all going through. That ain't got shit to do with me. I wasn't aware of all of that. And I ain't say nothing to affect that. I was talking about how you are with me. And your daughter laughed at it and walked off. You know why? Because your daughter also knows how hard you could be. Okay? How delusional your ass can be. That's why she was gonna clock the shit out of you on them cameras, and you sat up there and said, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I can't take this. Oh, now you can't take it. But you brought her on the show, though. You brought her in front of the cameras to talk about her shit. Girl, stop. So, anywho, Drew says everything Shamia does is a misdirection. No, baby, what's a misdirection is that fucking confessional look. So, while you talk about somebody need to go talk to Porsha, you should have went and talked to Porsha. Because what the fuck did you have on? Who did your face that day? Who brought your damn lace all the way down to the middle of your fucking forehead? And I love you down, but you look the fucking mess. And you want to talk about misdirection? Go ahead. Don't make me call Porsha. Go ahead and talk. Okay? So Shamia, she apologized. And then she ends up I think Shamia, I think she said Angela brought up her husband or something like that, or Angela said she brought up the husband. No, that's what it was. So when Shamia apologized or whatever, ready to move on, Angela then brought the husband up. I was so happy. I have to do it again. I was so happy, girl. I was so happy because we are witnessing how the goalpost moves. Okay? 1 minute. Oh, did you F George? Yada, yada, yada. The lady that aired you the hell out. This what you said, and you was trying to get information on Shamia. Don't act like you weren't. Oh, well, that's fine. Well, Shamia said something about my daughter. Well, I'm sorry that I even spoke to your daughter. Well, she said something about Charles. Girl, Charles be saying shit about you. Like, what we talking about? So Shamia brings up the text, right? And Angela started talking real bold, like she had like a got you moment, right? Saying, yeah, you saying all of that, but what you don't know is I to Ashley. The way this is flopping, I wish I was in Shamia's house. I wish I was sitting with Shamia and she was watching the show, laughing her ass off at how stupid you made yourself look. Talk about you talk to Ashley. You got embarrassed by Ashley. So Shamia called out her creating that issue with Phaedra last year, right? Then the convo switched again to talk about Shamia acting like she's married to the Prince of Zamunda. Do y'all see how y'all see how she did that? Baby, my girl is the queen of deflection, the queen of setting herself up. And as much as it irritates me, she's so smooth with it. And that's why I like that. She's very smooth with it. Shamia's like, I don't trust you. I don't believe you. That's why you set Phaedra up last year. Woo. And she said, Beyonce. Then she get to talking with the hands because now she needs to over exaggerate the situation because she's embarrassed. And I equate that to the white girls being embarrassed so they got to tie up their ponytail. They used to always be the funniest shit to me. Immediately tightening the ponytail because they embarrassed as fuck. That's what you start doing. But using your hands with it, talking. And then when you bitch, you act like you married to the princess of Moon. No, I don't. But you do. You do. And I didn't know you was this damn jealous. I didn't know that. Now, I knew you had an issue with me, and I knew you were laying it on thick. But I didn't know that my thickness and my sassiness upset you. So why the fuck is you beset with gloom? I'm a little confused because me and my husband do walk around this bitch like we got oil wells pumping in this motherfucking living room. Like, I'm a little confused. Oh yeah, but I would have told Angela ass up. I would have had to wear her out, girl. You okay? You okay? I never said that. I really don't even talk about my wealth like that. Yes, I can shit on you bitches. But why would I do that? Why would I do that? You have it today, it could be gone in a year. Like, I don't know. I'm not wishing that on myself, but I'm gonna be humble with it. I'm grateful for it. What? So Kelly learns that her husband later on, after, Shamia done wrapped Angela's ass up again. They get to the house. Angela learns that the husband is suing Bravo. So Phaedra says that, girl, he mad because he done got served, right? So you got Kelly talking about how she just tired of this. She tired of fighting, going through a lot. I'm fighting what the people saying about me online. I got to fight this man. I got to fight the landlord, okay? I got to fight not to close my damn business down. My daughter going over here to college. I got to fight that, come up with the money for that. I done brought my parents down here to Atlanta. I got to fight and make sure that they're as comfortable as damn possible. My neighbor over here attacking me. I got to fight her ass too. Like, I'm fighting all these different bills that's coming up on my ass. Bitch, I'm tired of fighting. And I felt her on that, girl. I said, I understand, Kelly. I see, girl. I see. You got a lot going on. So when we be saying these jokes when it comes to Kelly in particular, well, not really. Because, okay, some part of me feels like when the people be trying to say that Kelly don't pay her bills, it hits and it doesn't hit because now I'm knowing more as to why she doesn't pay her bills or she can't pay her bills, right? I'm understanding, but then at the same time, it's like, stop trying to live with the fucking Joneses too. Stop trying to keep up with it, what everybody else got going on. It's okay to sit back, to come up. All right? Stop trying to like damn keep up all the time. It's okay. But Porsha and Kelly, they end up making up. They talking to each other. Porsha tried to say that the reason that they're not cool is because there are people around her. Something like that. Pretty much saying that Shamia is the reason they're not cool. And it's like, nah, that's all on Kelly. Don't try and put Shamia on there. Kelly was on your head top swinging last year and Shamia had to check her. So to think that Shamia is standing in the middle, how you gonna sit up here and say that Shamia is standing in the middle when I think Kelly went and had about 2 different sit downs with your ass on some chill shit? Stop saying that. That's another confirmation for me that whatever text message went out in the group chat, it happened. It happened. Because she's in the way now, but you were able to get Kelly on the phone and have some tea with her. Girl, stop. So Drew gets emotional too, talking about her divorce, saying that she needs, Kelly to be successful in her divorce because it's going to motivate her, it's going to inspire her. And they're talking about their home and stuff. And, Kelly just left her house. Drew didn't know where she was going to stay at. Porsha house was in limbo because the judge did tell her in order to afford the home you got with Simon, you're going to have to give up this other house. She sold that house. And the way that Porsha was crying is giving to me that the bills is a lot, right? The bills is a lot. I don't know how long she'll be able to go on to do this, but she gonna work her ass off to maintain it as long as possible, right? So it is emotional because she said even if me and Pilar don't end up in that house, then it is what it is. So she has to come to grasp it while you trying to put on an image for social media like, yeah, y'all saying that I ain't gonna have my house, I'm still in my house, da 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 da. You could be potentially depleting yourself to prove a point to motherfuckers that slick don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, hopefully it works out in the end. I think that's also why she probably don't want to have no more kids. Like, because if I got to look after this child, make sure this child straight, and I'm trying to make sure this child straight that I already got, and then me being able to be free and go and book these other opportunities and go to Scotland and do this and that, like, I got to bring home the money. And bitch, I'm with you. Go get out there and get your money, girl. She may change her mind in a few years or something like that, but get out there and get your money and do what you got to do. So even if it was the fact that you couldn't keep that home, you probably could still go and get something just as grand and not even at that high ass price. So good luck to her. But either way, I love this scene with all of these ladies. I wish that the other women were in the room so that they could connect because I think Angela and Shamia were missing. I don't think K Michelle was in that room. But this moment, I really like this because all of those ladies are pretty much divorced. And only two of them really went through a divorce with their children's father. And they can really relate to Kelly from that standpoint, right? But I thought it was nice. And I ain't gonna lie, seeing Phaedra get emotional, really, it did something to me. Because I feel like we never see Phaedra cry. I don't think I have. I'm typically seeing Phaedra trying to save face, act like she good, she on ball or this or that. And it kind of showed her, like, of course we know she's human, but it put her in a different space when she did that. And I was like, damn, as much as we see these people on TV and you may idolize them and think they got it going on, they got this and that, some of their problems be the same problems that your ass got. It's just a different fucking bracket. But it's the same thing. It's very possible, in my personal, for a person to be like a millionaire and they damn near about living check to check too, in a sense. Because they bill so high, they taking care of so many damn households that they got to be mindful of how they spend too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, and I hate to use Porsha as an example, but I would have to because the judge telling her, in order to really qualify for that, you're going to have to sell this house over here. Right? And I'm sure she takes care of her mama. She takes care of PJ. She has a team. She got a lot going on. And that house expensive as fuck. On top of having, I think she got a Rolls Royce and then keeping that damn car maintained. It's a lot. And if ever Porsha need to get that shit up, girl, fuck these people. Okay? Do what you got to do. And if you are able to maintain it, then shit, maintain your shit because that's what you want. You deserve the finer things in life. It is what it is. But I love this moment with these ladies. Is it going to last? Absolutely not. They're going to be back to arguing in just a second. They're going to forget about this moment. But I do like that these ladies are able to come together when they need to come together. Like when they came together for Angela's when her mom passed away, they went to Pinky's event and they showed up and gave her flowers, gave her a picture of her mom. Like I love that. I love that. I thought that was a good episode. I love that whole just them hanging out, having fun. I love that. And I love this scene. I'm like, damn, we gonna get that with Real Housewives of Potomac? I don't think we gonna get that. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. But that's all I really got, y'all. I just had to come over here and give y'all my little 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We had over 500 people in the chat, but y'all, girl, they ain't even trying to get me to 300 likes. Y'all see how y'all be doing? Y'all see how y'all do me, honey? A mess. A mess. Um, let's see. I was looking at some of these comments. She needs to downsize. You talking about Porsha? Porsha needs to downsize? Listen, I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna see. Cause that house, it was 7 million. I can't remember what her mortgage is. I can't remember how much she's having to pay. And then getting the landscaping and stuff done, probably making sure the pool maintenance, like that's a lot of money. Baby, Simon had bread. Simon had some coinage over there to be paying Porsha some money and then turn around having that whole house taken care of. But he was trying to scheme, though. He was trying to scheme a little bit. That, would put her name on documents. Now, that would have pissed me off, too. Like, oh, no, I don't know what you want. I might have to get the hell up out of here. Because I ain't trying to look up and you done damaged my whole damn life. So I don't fault her for that. Crash out auntie. Listen, I heard that somebody is preggo. I don't know. I don't know. Who y'all think it is? Who y'all think is pregnant on the cast? I'm looking forward to them telling their own, making their own announcement about their pregnancy. I'm looking forward to it. But I don't know who is. You know what, Dana Brown? I could see that. I could see that. I was on her page the other day and I saw this her Watch What Happens Live outfit that she had on. That was kind of it kind of ran across my mind a little bit, but I was like, probably not. That lady got too much going on, like whoop whoop whoop. So, and crossed my mind, but I was like, maybe that's just how the dress is and stuff, and maybe not. But hey, we might be shocked, and whoever it is, hopefully they, congratulations and good luck, Oh, the life of Samad. You right. You are right. That's why you right. She do got to get them lashings. You right. Thank you for that. To be fair, Kelly did money shame Drew last year about her money. She shamed Britt too. And she portrayed herself to be this maven. Yeah, I have to agree. I think you're right on that. So she do got to get them lashings, honey. And you just gonna have to stop trying to keep up with the Joneses going to see a $5,000 house. That pissed me off. Because why is you even going over there wasting this lady damn time like this? Are you going over there to manifest? Are you going so you can put the exact documentation in your affirmations? Like, what you doing? Because I couldn't be a realtor. Okay? If I'm one that cares about you, what is your budget? Let's be realistic. You is not wasting my time. You not wasting my gas. I'm not going out here to show you 5,000 when you know your budget is 3,500. I'm not doing it. Period. Girl. Definitely giving vision boarding. Pissing me off. Girl. Wasting the church's money. And then you know what? I'm so glad you said that. What you call it? About her getting them life of Samad, because I'm thinking about them 20 racks your ass put in your damn mouth. Girl, now let me do the calculations. Was it 20? Correct. Was it 20 racks, y'all? Did she put in her mouth? Let me know. Because that could have contributed to half of your damn rent. Or he could have bought up a few months of the rent and secured a house over your kid. 70 racks. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. 70,000 a month? I mean, for her mouth? Said it was 70,000? Why I thought it was 20? Girl, he could have really bought you up, like bought up a lease for you. He probably could have went in. That's a down payment on you buying a house. That would have been put a cute little dent in it. And when you got your money right, you and your kids could have moved out, went to something better, and had that as an investment property. Kelly, you just don't make good decisions. And I need you to start today so that you'll be able to teach your children how to make better decisions than you. Now, you're not going to have everything. You're not going to know everything. But you will know a little something. And now that you're on this cast of women, and now that you are getting your name out there, you'll have some people that you can have come talk to your kids about finances and stuff. So yeah, let's get that together. But woo, that's what's going on, honey. But that's all that I got. I just wanted to come and run my mouth with y'all for a little second on this live. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. All right. Subscribe to the channel. Hype up the video if you got any. Y'all probably used them all on Love Island USA, and it's okay. But if you got any, hype it up, like it up, subscribe. Sharing is caring, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.
Right back.